Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen, Mamata Banerjee is going to lose power very soon. Because power has gone to her head. She has today, in the most condemnable way, violated what were clearly the instructions of the Supreme Court of the country. The Supreme Court said, in its previous hearing, it said that, quote, protest will not be disturbed or disrupted. The Supreme Court also directed, and I quote, that the state shall not take any action against those peacefully protesting against the RG Kor incident. It had said in its previous ruling that the power of the West Bengal government, meaning the police, should not be quote unquote unleashed on protesters. Now Mamata Banerjee, it appears to me, has taken a conscious decision to violate the instructions of the Supreme Court. Which means Mamata Banerjee believes that she is a law unto herself. She has done everything possible today to ensure that peaceful protest is not allowed. What else would you call a situation where thousands and thousands, 6,000 policemen were simply told, let there not be a single protester protesting anywhere. So wherever Mamata's police saw protesters, the level of violence they unleashed on them, viewers. And I'm glad there are visuals that tell the story. There is one particular visual of a water cannon used on a lone old man. There he is, viewers, holding a national flag. And he's being targeted and he's saying, come, throw more water cannons on me. Look at this picture, ladies and gentlemen. This is a moment we must remember. And Mamata Banerjee, remember when you see this visual, why I am saying that you are going to lose power very soon. Because in that visual, there is a man who's relentlessly demanding justice. The problem with Mamata Banerjee's spokespersons is that they don't know that this has become a people's movement. Some people are asking, is he a student? No, he's not a student. He's not a student. He is an ordinary citizen carrying a flag. He's not carrying a gun. He's not carrying a lathi. He's not carrying a weapon. He's carrying the flag and he's peacefully protesting. I do hope that the Honorable Chief Justice of India and all the Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court and the Kolkata High Court all see this visual, because this is proof that Mamata Banerjee's hatred for protesters knows no bounds. A female protester on the street, fainting on the streets and still being dragged there brutally by the police. A child, ladies and gentlemen, another visual, who has fainted due to tear gas being carried by the protesters. Protesters ripped off of their clothes and dragged into the police van. Another visual of a protesting man in a black t-shirt being dragged by the collar as he is lying on the road. A peaceful protester in another visual repeatedly slapped and thrashed by the Mamata police. Mamata Banerjee, we will never forget or forgive. The people of the country are watching what you have done. Your government has become absolutely shameless. You've crossed all boundaries of reason. You've become an irrational dictatorship, a tyrannical government that represents no one but their own selfish political interest. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, when you see these pictures, tear gas on harmless protesters, brutal lathi charges going on, merciless beating up of protesters, you know the compulsions of the Mamata police. They have been told by Mamata Banerjee, I'm watching you. Do whatever you can, teach the protesters a lesson. So ironic, Mamata Banerjee, that you built your entire career on protesting. And today, the reality is that there is only one person who is allowed to protest in the state of Bengal. And that is Mamata Banerjee. There is only one person for whom the streets are cleared, security arrangements are made, so that Madam Chief Minister is allowed to protest. But if a single citizen goes out to protest, Mamata Banerjee's entire intention through the brutality she has unleashed today is to teach a lesson to every citizen from every part of the state. And she wants this message to go everywhere in the country, that nobody but the Chief Minister herself has a right to protest. In doing so, ladies and gentlemen, she has violated the instructions of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is watching this. We are sure and we are confident that what has happened to the protesters today will not be something that will be lost on the Supreme Court. Ladies and gentlemen, mark my words once again today. When a dictator goes to this extent, that you let hundreds of policemen take on 2 or 3 protesters, teach them a lesson, kick them, beat them, thrash them, pull them by the hair, women pulled by the hair, spare nobody, then these visuals will continue to be viral in the social media and the media. And Mamata Banerjee, we will play it every time so that you remember that we are watching. And the more we show these visuals, we will ensure, Mamata Banerjee, that the people will not forget that essentially at the core, you are nothing but a tyrant. You are an insecure and desperate dictator. You are someone who knows that she cannot govern. You have lost control of the state. You have the worst track record that any chief minister has since independence. And that, unfortunately for you, Mamata Banerjee, is all your political and governance legacy will be remembered for. So mark my words, hold me to account for it, ladies and gentlemen. But after what happened today, it is only a matter of time before Mamata Banerjee loses power. Because, and remember my words, Mamata Banerjee, the people are more powerful than you. Remember these words.